Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Smith trying to run forward. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? None! What? None! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Rosen off the play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On the toss, it's Gurley. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
On play action, Rosen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this one's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He's going to get it running right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ito Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Titans getting set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
They'll go with the keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Third and goal, Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Play action here with Rosen, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Gone! Detroit! Over!
3rd and long here for Rosen. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
36.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now look at 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
3rd and goal, Rosen. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. A deep ball. And got his man. Complete. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Rosen rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. But number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey. 4 down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you,
he's got a man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Texans on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Going deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. This first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo.